I'm Sarah Woodbury, and this is a quick trip to Rhuddlan Castle. Rhuddlan Castle is located on the Clwyd River between St Asaph and Denbigh in North Wales. Rhuddlan first appears in recorded history in the last years of the 8th century. It probably owed its origin to the presence of the lowest fording place on the River Clwyd, a position that marked it out as a key point in the border struggles between Wales and England. In 796, the year in which King Offa of Mercia died, the English won a battle at Rhuddlan and obtained control of the area. Rhuddlan appears again in 1063 when the Prince of Gwynedd, Griffith ap Llywelyn, was driven from his base here by Earl Harold and his palace burned. 3 years later, Harold himself lost the decisive battle at Hastings. A new earth and timber castle of the Motte and Bailey type was thrown up at Rhuddlan in 1073 by Robert of Rhuddlan. Rhuddlan Castle! King Edward built it after he subdued Llywelyn in 1277. It's huge. We're going to have some fun. Llywelyn ap Griffith surrendered to Edward in 1277 in the old castle, which is just to the south of us. Edward then immediately tore it down and built this. So between 1277 and 1282, he constructed this castle. It was one of the first that his big castle builder, James St. George, built for him. The size and the scale of Rhuddlan shows you why Edward was able to defeat the Welsh. The amount of money he was willing to spend was so much more than the Welsh could put together, and it was just a matter of time. Llywelyn's lands were then reduced to those west of the Conwy River, while Edward took full control of the lands to the east. Rhuddlan then became an important fortification in Edward's iron ring of castles, built to control the rebellious Welsh. Edward needed access to the sea to keep his castle supplied, so he diverted the River Clwyd for over 2 miles in order to provide a deep water channel for his ships. This is the dock that allowed Rhuddlan to be supplied from the river and from the sea, which is 2 miles away. It's an amazing feat of engineering, and the river, in fact, still follows this course that Edward forced it into 700 years ago. There are expenses recorded where the river was consistently undercutting the bank, undermining the foundations of the curtain wall. It was from this castle that Edward's Statute of Rhuddlan was declared in 1284, formalizing English rule and instituting English laws in Wales. Went all the way around the castle, and so what you're looking at are arrow slits every 14 feet apparently, sloping down, accompanied by higher ones to give full range of coverage into the moat. I'm standing here in Rhuddlan Castle in the inner ward, which consists now only of stone walls. At one time, the time when the castle was occupied, there were wooden buildings that lined these walls. Behind me are the beam holes for the wooden beams that supported at least 3 floors. King's apartments, queen's apartments, kitchens, the treasury, all might have been located inside these walls. At least 2 halls as well. When David burned this castle in 1282 to start the Second Welsh War, he burned the interior, obviously not the stone, but he shot fire arrows in here, and that is what damaged Rhuddlan. The castle's in ruins, predominantly from the Civil War in the mid-17th century.
Cromwell broke it.
What did he do?
He Swiss cheesed it because he wanted to make it untenable as a defensive position for the royals.
That's right, who had garrisoned it and defended it against him. By the time, in my After Kilmary books, Llywelyn defeats Edward, this castle is finished and brand new. This is the tower where Marty fell and went kersplat. Thanks, Guru.
Explain yourself. Why are you behaving like a child?
I'm behaving like a child because I am a child, apparently.
He's rising to the level of the situation presented to him.
Yep.
Okay, you guys can go play. I'm gonna talk to this camera again. Thanks for watching my video. You can click on the playlist or subscribe to my channel to see more. There'll be a new video next week. If you want to check out my books, click on the link to my webpage.